everyone, this is Wayan. As promised from my previous video, I would like to share how I did this wall, the Batten wall and the wall at the top. Okay, so let me show you the process. Let's go. Okay, this feature wall, right? Actually, I got my inspiration from two different types of feature wall. Okay, actually at first I thought of doing this Batten wall, okay, including the whole wall. It's called accent wall. If you go and search online, you will see a lot of accent wall. It actually involves the whole wall. It's actually something like wainscoting, but you are putting those woods, right, in a geometric order that covers the whole wall. So at first I'm actually planning to do that, but because I'm too short, okay, it's not convenient for me to cover the whole wall with the woods. So that's why but I like the, you know, those kind of accent wall very much. That's why I maintain the wood part, okay, at the bottom, okay, because it's easier for me to access and also easier for me to work, okay. And because of that, you can see that my bed, right, doesn't has a headboard. Okay, my bed doesn't has a headboard. Okay, why? Because I converted the Batten wall into a I use it as a headboard as well lah. That's why I only purchased the divan. Okay, just the divan with the Batten wall as a headboard. I want to stand out the Batten wall, so I exclude the headboard, just the divan. Okay, while at the top one, actually you can see the top one. Actually the top one, I got the idea from a mural wallpaper. It's actually like a mural. Okay, it's like a mural, and then a lot of the pictures that I found online is actually from this Taobao Alibaba site. Okay, because the seller, they are selling it as a whole mural type of wallpaper. Okay, so actually there's no video that showcase how to do this kind of wall. So but because I like the mural a lot, okay, so that's why I convert the mural part into something that you can touch lah. So then I thought of, okay, maybe I can do something with MDF, because since I can paste MDF board on the wall, right? So I thought maybe I can convert a mirror into reality lah. That's what I'm thinking. That time when I was collecting my ideas, collecting pictures for my feature wall, right, I cannot decide which one I would like to go with. But at the end, because I like the mural part and I also like the wood part, so what I do, I combine them together. Okay, so that is why now you are seeing this wall. It's actually a combination of the mural and the Batten wall. So if you would like to start off with this wall, you will need the measurement tape, and also you will need a level meter for you to actually measure whether this is it straight. Okay, so you need those. I actually bought a laser level, but the laser level I bought the wrong one. Okay, so it's better if you buy those the 90 degrees, that one, those type of ruler lah. Okay, and also if you want to buy them, maybe you can get advice from the seller first before you make your purchase. Okay, so you will need these two, and also pencil or pen to make the markings. Okay, after I made my measurement, then I start to paste my Batten wall. Okay, like what I mentioned in my previous video, if you're going to do this Batten wall, it's best if you can use MDF board lah. Okay, because MDF board, right, they are actually smooth on the surface, and then it's easy for you to apply on the wall because it's kind of straight. This wood, right, because it's unpolished wood, so they're actually quite rough on the surface, and then it's not entirely straight. Because I think when the seller cut the wood, right, actually I think it's a bit hard to cut to the measurement now. Okay, because I actually ordered a 4 cm, but all the wood that came, right, actually they are ranging between 3.7 to 4 cm like that. So there's some shortage lah in the measurement. But those I also ordered MDF board from the same seller, but those MDF board that came, right, actually they are right to the measurement. So if you really want an accurate one, I would suggest if you take this MDF board. Okay, MDF board, I think the cost is cheaper if you want to compare to wood lah. Okay, and then it's easy, it's smooth on the surface. Okay, it's smooth, and then it's easy to apply, so you don't have to do sanding. Okay, and then when you apply your painting also, it's easier. But MDF, there's a weakness, you cannot spill water on it, so that one you have to be careful lah. Okay, so that's why when you apply the paint, right, before you apply the paint, you have to apply a primer first. Okay, so okay, back to the process. So once I've got the measurement I want, so I continue to paste the wood on the wall. After I paste the wood on the wall, I leave it about 1 day lah, 1 day for the glue to actually dry up. So after 1 day, I start to apply the sealant. It's a silicone sealant. I use a VTech brand. For the glue also, I'm using VTech brand. I'm using 2 brands. Okay, because the first one, actually VTech, I don't have enough, so I need to buy another one. So I just get it from Mr. DIY shop. So Mr. DIY, they are selling the Max Bond brand. Okay, VTech actually I got it online. Okay, so after that, after I apply my sealant, okay, actually when I apply the sealant, right, make sure you wear a glove lah, because you will need to use your finger to actually smoothen out the sealant in the seal. Okay, so after you have applied the sealant, you need to use your finger to smoothen out. If you refer to my video, I think you will be more clear on how to smoothen out the sealant. Okay, after you smoothen out the sealant, I leave it for also 1 day. Actually to paste the wood and apply the sealant, it doesn't take a lot of time. I think it took me about 1 hour or 1 hour plus to finish the job. Just that I need to wait for the sealant and the glue to dry completely. So that one I leave it for like 1 day lah. Okay, so after 1 day, the 3rd day, then I apply the primer. So the primer, you will need to remember this. The primer, right, it can only be applied on wood and also the skirting, because the skirting actually from developer is gray in color. So I would like to, you know, make it to look more unison with the Batten wall. That's why I also cover the skirting with the white primer. Okay, so that later I can also paint the whole thing now. Okay, turn it into blue color. Okay, by the way, the skirting, because previously is gray in color, if you would like to change the color, remember the primer you will need to apply a thicker coat. Okay, then after that I leave it to dry. According to my seller, right, okay, he said if you would want to, because after that I would like to apply the paint. The paint is actually water based, but the primer is actually oil based. Okay, so make sure when you are using oil-based paint, right, make sure you wear a mask, because the smell is actually very, very strong. Okay, compared to water-based. Water-based, they do have some smell, but not so strong compared to the oil-based. So make sure you wear the mask. Okay, so I leave it for 2 days because the seller said I need to make sure the paint is like, the primer is really, really dry. Okay, like completely dry. So I leave it for 2 days. Then only I continue with my top coat. Okay, so the top coat is the paint that I bought from a seller, but because of the paint, it's not really the color that I want, so I mix it with a grey color, a dark grey color from my cement wall. Okay, so this is the process lah. So this process, you can use your finger to smoothen out the sealant at the gap. This is step 4, which is paint the primer onto the wood, and you can see I paint the skirting as well. This is applying the top coat. At first I use a ruler, but later on I find it not so convenient. That's why I use a normal brush to paint. Okay, so now is the top part for the mirror part. To make sure the board sticks right, you need to hold for 10 to 15 minutes.